things, exposed me to early introduction.
What's that one thing that helped shape your present? Just one thing that's not number one.
And should I shock you?
Your
I own my ground, I own my decision,
your journey.
and I was like, yes, come what may, I am going to bear the consequence. Give me that answer.
Which one?
The only country that is a continent.
I have two questions. One, what made you leave your house, your family? Number two is, what do you see in the future?
So,
and number three is, what do men see when they look into the future? The men that you have talked, the men that you've talked with, because I know you have a lot of male friends. When they talk about the future, how do they talk about the future? We can take it one by one. I can repeat the questions again.
Okay, so the first question was,
what made you leave your family at the age of 12?
At the age of 12, going 13. So, what actually made me leave my family was...
Guys, now we are we're having a shooting session between Dr. Michaels and 13th disciple. So now, guys, please listen. Dr. Michaels, Efarabale. We have 4 rounds, and you have 20 bullets each. You go first. You shoot 5, and then it shoots 5. We have not started. You need to.
I'm not really.
Oh yeah.
Disciple, how has the past shaped your present as a man?
All right.
And number two is, how does the past shape a man's present?
Okay, yes. Thank you for bringing me here and seeing me, deeming me fit to be on your show. So
thank you.
If you're meeting me for the first time, my name is Brian Oladepupo Oluwagbemiga. And simply call me the 13th disciple. I am a broadcast journalist and a stand-up comedian. I'm an entrepreneur and a psychotherapist. So I simply say I talk for a living.
Right.
You get it now. So answering your question, I will. You said, what has my past been like?
How has your past shaped your present? And how does the past help shape a man's present?
Okay, good. My past is very crazy.
Right.
I must tell you, I must be sincere with you. My past is very, very crazy.
Right.
And it is part of what you hear when you hear 13th disciple.
Right.
I left home when I was 12 years old and a few months.
12-year-old,
10 months. And since that time, when I say left home, I left my mom and my dad and I took to the streets of Nigeria.
Whoa.
Starting from Ibadan. And to God's glory alone, I have never had any cough on my hand, on my 2 wrists. I've never been jacked by the belt, by the waist to a police station. I've done all sorts of things you can imagine a young man do. You know, when you are young and there's nobody saying don't do this, don't do that. So my past has been very crazy.
Right.
Which exposed me to so many things. Exposed me to early introduction to alcohol, early introduction into intimacy, early introduction to all sorts of what you can imagine. The only thing I didn't do as a young man growing up in my past was I was not a thief.
Right.
I was never at a point a manipulator. I was never at a point a wicked person. You never find me fight for fighting sake. If I'm fighting, it's for a just cause.
You're fighting with a purpose.
Yes, with a purpose. So that's why I said. So okay, if you want to picture me now, just picture me like an Omoyele Sowore. I can stand up to anybody, ask anybody question anybody's decision, actions, characteristics, or character, and I just want to get clarity.
Right.
So my past was crazy, but thank God I didn't leave home without the home training the doctrine, the religious doctrine of Jesus Christ that my parents raised me with. And I went to the street with that, and I have become the popular person everybody sees around on screen, hear my voice on radio, watch me on TV, see me at events, at podcasts, and all that. So now, the only thing that helped my past in shaping my present is the fact that I never left what were actually very vital in life.
Okay.
Education.
Right.
Home training.
Right.
Good mannerism.
Right.
And God.
Okay.
And I never at any point in life, at any point in time, allow my drive die. There's something we call inner drive. My inner mind was always active. There are times I'll stand before the mirror, I'll cry to whoever I'm seeing in that mirror. I'll laugh at whoever I'm seeing in that mirror. I laugh with whoever I'm seeing in that mirror. As a matter of fact, at a point I started getting close to my dog.
Right.
My dog became my friend. I was hearing everything that every life coaches had said. People like Fela Durotoye, Jimmy Tewe, Tim Laye, Joyce C. Meyer, the ones I read in the books and the ones I saw on the street, the things my father said to me, all these things kept lingering in my ears. And the negative ones too.
Right.
So I didn't just allow myself go, because as a young man, you can't say everything you do or you did was right.
Right.
No, I lived all by myself, grew up all by myself, and I thank God that the human dignity, protection, and respect for human life and myself, and love of what I want to become in life kept driving me. So those are the things that helped me in shaping what I am or who I am today and where I am going.
What's that one thing that helped shape your present? Just one thing that's not number one.
Okay.
Or a memory. Maybe someone, you mentioned Dante.
Yes. So one thing that actually stood in line for me was the fact that I wanted to be good. I wanted to be somebody.
Right.
I wanted to get to wherever I'm going, come what may, irrespective of whatever is coming my way, that place I am going. I never let down my goal. Like, I'm here today, I'm still here with my goals. But that time, the fact that I wanted to make a statement, I wanted to prove some people wrong, and I wanted to prove God right and myself right before every man, irrespective of the caliber, the status, or whatever you have become. So that one thing actually kept me going.
Okay, so how do men relate the past to the present?
Yes. Now, for you not to be swayed and be swallowed in your journey, you have to be intentional. You have to keep remembering every negative things they said you are going to become. You have to, at the same time, fight that thing back, those things back with every good things you want to become.
Yeah.
You must just be true to yourself.
Right.
And you must always have it at the back of your mind that this thing, this place I am going, is either I get there or I get there. Like the movie said, you either get rich or die trying. So that particular thing, the love for what I want to become, who I want to become, that man, that father, that man, that boyfriend, that husband, that fiancé, that son, that person I want to become, actually keeps lingering in my hair, and I never forgot. Even when I sleep, that particular thing of the goal is the target.
So what you're trying to say is that men's eyes are always on the goal.
Yes, if you are going somewhere, you have to just focus on the goal. It's just like a striker. It's just like a striker. You want to get through in a situation whereby your defense line is weak, and you have to come and support them from the midfield. It is stressful. If you look at the football team, a football match is actually targeted towards just one goal and around just one person, the scorer. The ones that brings the winning. So at the point when your defense line is weak, you have to fall to the deep, the midfield. In the situation whereby the midfield is weak, you have to just fall to the deep and help. So at that point in time, all you are trying to do is get me the ball. I want to put it behind the net. So that should just be the only reason you are moving around.
Yeah, I get it. So that means that when guys are focused on the goal, there's also a tendency to miss attention on any other thing.
Yes, distractions are everywhere.
Mm.
Some people tells you, let's go and have fun. Let's go and drink. Let's go carry girls. I didn't tell you I didn't do all those things. I did them well. As a matter of fact, I started clubbing at a very younger age.
Okay.
And I get people's attention from a very tender age.
Okay.
I could remember Mario of Coco Dome. There was a time I was dancing in the club and the man was like, whoa, this guy, you get it. So all those things are distractions.
Yeah.
Let's go sleep with women. They are distractions. But the point is, I wanted to have my own money. I wanted
Right.
to have my own crowd. I don't want to be in people's crowd.
So do you now regret doing all those things?
I didn't.
So how were you now able to manage focusing on your goal and having that social life?
Yes. So at the point I got to realize that this is charade. I'm not going to do this for the rest of my life.
Right.
And this will not always bring me money.
Wow.
So I needed something that will finance that lifestyle.
Okay.
So I was keen on education.
Okay.
I was keen on growth,
Okay.
professional growth.
Okay.
I was keen on my career as a comedian.
Okay.
I know if I can fix that particular angle, that iota will take care of the rest of the body, which is me having fun, socializing, helping people, being part of people's stories.
I like what you said, like education. So you had a reason for your education. You know, it was to end up getting you fixed in a very good place that would then finance your
Yes.
social life.
Yes.
I like
yes,
that perspective.
Exactly. Yes, exactly.
There's a place we're going to go to now where we're going to talk about your transition stage.
Okay.
And I think I was able to see when you were transitioning, when you were trying to figure out what you want to do in the future. I think I was privileged to be part of when, you know, your head was everywhere
Yes.
and just like that. So we'll talk about that.
No problem.
All right, let's go.
Yes, sir.
Disciple, I knew like when you were trying to transition, or
Yeah.
there was a time in your life when you were trying to transition.
Yes.
What was it like? You might not go into details, but what was it like?
And
And I want you to put in the context being a man.
so at the
I like
point-
your outfit though.
Thank you. Thank you. It's one of my handworks.
Wow.
So that question is actually very, very kind. I would say it's very kind because a whole lot of people hold back that information and they feel it's a big deal. It is not a big deal if you share with people.
Right.
At that point, I was going to transition. It was crazy.
Mm.
You can imagine transitioning to becoming who I am right now.
Right.
And there were no brothers, no sisters,
Are you the only child
no mom, no dad to run to.
to run to?
I'm from a family of 7, mom and dad. God rest my dad's soul.
Amen.
And so when I left home and I was doing all sorts of my walkabouts,
Right.
so I call it my period of messing around.
Okay.
So the mess
Yeah.
and the time
Yeah.
made it a message now. The
Right.
time is the age. The mess were stuff I did. So now I can give a message as regard that.
Right.
At my point of transitioning as a man,
Right.
bruh, I must tell you the truth. It got to a point I felt like, Omo, let's go the bad way. Let's just go the bad way. It's not a big deal. So I came up with this slogan. You know, there's this slogan that people say, bad guy.
Mm.
So I came up with my own VGBG. Very good bad guy. I was still good, but I had a bad part of me. You know, toxicity was, I felt, you know, come to think of it, I was underage.
Right.
I took to the streets. Do you know what it looks like to sleep on Vespa? There used to be this scooter then.
Yeah,
Gen Zs
Vespa.
might not know. There used to be this scooter then, Vespa. I slept on Vespa for 9 months,
Is a lie.
thinking I must not fall. You understand it? So at the time I lived in the hostel. I didn't see, as you look at me these days, people get it very twisted when I say I don't miss people. I grew up on my own. It's not so they don't miss me, I don't miss them. So it's as simple as it is not being me being wicked. It is just that some fishes went through oven to be smoked, to be roasted. Some went through hot coal.
Right.
You understand? So the way I became myself. So at that point in time, there was a particular day I was homeless. So I walked on the street of this Ibadan, and shout out to Auntie Shalewa Oladapo. That's my second mommy.
Right.
She's always there. She was always there for me. She met me while I was hustling. I was working for somebody as a marketer. We were marketing fish pond, farm produce. That's what we were doing. And I met her, and I walked into her office at First Bank Orita Challenge, and she accepted me, and she said, okay, she never knew where I came from. So she started talking to me and all that. So I joined a particular church, Trem. That church, I grew in the church. My stand-up comedy started from that church and all that. So the fact that I said I left home with my home trainings, were still with me.
So they were like values that were still guiding you.
They were still guiding
even
me.
during the transition period.
During the transition period. You know, do you know what it looks like when you... So at the point I felt I'll still smoke, I'll still drink, I'll still do all sorts of things, and I'll still be a role model.
Right.
So I made up my mind I was going to be good with whatever I am going to do. So what did I do? I decided to face my studies. I did that. I had challenges, plenty of challenges. But I felt I am still going to get to where I'm going. And should I shock you or everyone watching that cares to know? You believe me or not, I started working in the banking sector as an undergraduate.
Wow.
I was not even a graduate then. To the point that I couldn't go for service. You understand it?
Yeah.
So at the point God would come to me and whisper to me and say, you think say you get here all by yourself. So there are so many groundbreaking period in my time, in my life, that I felt no, I was going somewhere. Then I was going with this all this OT of the bigger the ship, the bigger the storm. So I was not being mesmerized or being distracted by, oh, is this me? No. It can be anybody. It could be anybody. So at that point in time, what I did was I owned my ground, I owned my decision,
your journey,
and I was like, yes, come what may, I am going to bear the consequence. I am going to transition into not somebody that's going to die on the street, but someone that the street of this world will have taught the lesson with which every other person can emulate. So that was all I did.
Awesome. So we're going to go to a place now. I'm going to ask you some questions.
All right. Hey, let's go.
All right. Look at how sunny today is.
Abina, it's good.
How do you feel?
Very great.
Okay.
I was born on Sunday.
So I hope you feel the same way once we are done with these questions.
Yeah, still.
So let's go. True or false? Do men secretly like the following? When your knees and our knees touch.
Let me get that again.
Do men secretly like the following? Number one, when your knees and her own knees like touch each other.
Touch each other. It's relative. It's relative.
So true or false? Do men secretly like that?
True.
All right. Holding hands under the table. Have you done that before?
Yes.
As in, do men secretly like that?
Yes.
All right. True. So fast replies like makes men feel wanted. Is that true or false?
You say what?
Fast replies when women reply very fast.
Very fast. Yes. It makes a man feel good.
All right. When she wears your hoodies, does that make you feel good?
I like it if I like her.
All right. Okay. When you run, so it's true. When you run, okay. When she runs towards you for a hug, do men feel?
That's true.
That's true. Okay. One or two.
How many questions do you have there?
You have one or two. Just question one or question two.
I pick the first.
The first. Okay. The only country that is a continent is what?
Asia.
You have two more options. That's wrong.
Wait, that's wrong. That's wrong actually. The only country that is a continent, Switzerland.
One more option.
Why did you do this to me? Funny enough, I came across this this week.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I came across it this week. A country?
The only country that is a continent.
That's a continent. What's wrong with me?
Your final answer.
I'll throw it to the birds. I don't want to fool myself.
Right. So, okay. So lifestyle.
Lifestyle. Okay.
Pick 4 questions. One between 1 to 7.
I'll pick 7.
7. Your guilty pleasure is what?
My guilty pleasure. I didn't get that.
Your guilty pleasure, like something that you love doing, although it doesn't really, where you take comfort in. Some people it's like food. You know, sometimes food can be bad. Well, I love eating food. Like I feel so.
Okay, so now I get it. My guilty pleasure is trying to tell people what they're about to do is wrong. Even if that person, okay, it's like you are trying to get involved in someone. If that person is bad for you, I'll tell you, irrespective of how you feel about it.
So you derive pleasure from that?
Yes, I derive pleasure in, for example, your wife cheats or your husband cheats and she's a friend or he's a friend. I'll blink for you to notice that.
Right.
But when you don't get it, I'll tell you to your face.
Right. Okay. So the next question.
3.
The first thing I do when I wake up. The first thing you do when you wake up.
First thing I do when I wake up is pick my phone.
Pick your phone. Okay. The next question.
I'll take number 6.
Number 6. Your comfort food is
yam and egg.
Okay. One more question.
Give me anyone you like.
Number 1. Music to you is
Life.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Sorry, give me that answer.
Which one?
The only country that is a continent.
Australia.
Oh God.
So I have 2 questions. 1, what made you leave your house, your family? Number 2 is, what do you see in the future?
So,
and number 3 is, what do men see when they look into the future? The men that you've talked with, because I know you have a lot of male friends. When they talk about the future, how do they talk about the future? We can take it one by one. I can repeat the questions again.
Okay, so the first question was,
what made you leave your family at the age of 12?
At the age of 12, going 13. So, what actually made me leave my family was that I was being raised by a military-minded person.
Like parenting.
My father is very tough. So I'll just answer by saying I left because I felt I needed to be safe. I ran for my life. That night I was working in my dad's factory, because he used to have a furniture company, a very big one. And so my dad was working in the night and I was there with him, and because the place is big, so you have to move like about a plot. The whole factory was seated on a plot. So he asked me to do something, and because I was tired, it was around past 2 a.m. at night. Because I was tired, so I went in, I used that opportunity to quickly rest my head and just catch some air, not knowing that my dad was peeping and looking at me.
Right.
So when I got to him, he was just like, I'm here this night working and you are sleeping. So my father started beating me.
Whoa.
And my father would never beat you and you'll be standing on your 2 legs, on your feet. So my father kicked me off, tried to trap me down, started beating me. And he was beating me with a particular cable of a fan. Gen Zs might not know this fan. It is called KDK. While I was growing, it's either KDK or Toshiba. The cable very strong cable. So when the cable got into my head the first time, the second time, the third time, I reached out for it and I held it. That I was never going to leave this. You rather kill me this night. So my sister, our firstborn, was also in the factory with us. So she went for another cane, for another cable, fan belt this time around. And my sister was like, Daddy, Efisile, leave him, take this one. So while my dad was trying to reach out to my sister, I threw that particular one with me, that he released to me. I threw it towards my sister. So he was actually going for that one.
Whoa.
So the two of them collided. My dad fell. So I took to my heels and I scaled the fence. I ran to my mom at home. So that was out. So I wanted to be, because I was feeling, the way this guy, they beat me, he go kill me one day.
Right.
So I had to run for my life. So running from the house was not because I wanted to be free.
Right.
It was not because I was wayward. It was because I wanted to be safe. And I wanted to be safe and remain intact structure-wise.
Right.
That was why I left home.
Right. So when you look at the future, what do you see?
When I look at the future, though it looks clumsy,
Right.
I see possibilities.
Okay.
I see possibilities. Like I see a rich man.
Right.
I see a very loving father. I see a
Right.
very loving husband.
Right.
I see a very caring and successful son. I see a role model in the society. I see somebody with great influence, great affluence, great possibilities. When I see the future, in fact, it's so cumbersome, I can't break it down all.
Right.
So that is what I see.
I know you talk a lot with men. What do they say, or what would you say? Like, how would you describe the way they look at the future?
For me, I like you rightly said, I mingle with a whole lot of men.
Yeah,
men around.
Mhm.
I mingle with a whole lot of
Mhm.
men, and reasonable ones.
Yeah.
And I'm also, to strike a chord, move around the ones that are not really reasonable,
Right.
just for me to get some lessons.
Yeah.
You understand? So
Yeah.
that when I see somebody going that path, I can
Yeah.
easily correct that person that
Mhm.
this path you are going is a path to perdition.
Yeah.
So most times when I see men speak,
Mm.
I see men speak with so much of hope,
Hope.
with so much of yes, even though their antecedents doesn't look like that's where they are going,
Yeah.
but I see men feel like yes, I am going there.
Wow. Awesome.
So that is what I see.
Awesome.
So I think what men needs to do is to be sincere with themselves enough to be realistic and do what they need to do to get to wherever they are going. And in whatever situation you find yourself, you don't choose the wrong woman.
Right. Awesome. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right.
Okay, guys, now we are we're having a shooting session between Dr. Michaels and 13th Disciple. So now, guys, please listen. Dr. Michaels, Efarabale. We have 4 rounds, and you have 20 bullets each. You go first. You shoot 5, and then it shoots 5. We have not started. Efarabale, please. So, guys, the winner. Hey, who do you think will win? Okay. We shall see at the end of the game. Bye, guys. Okay. He said you should hold on.
Where are the bullets going? That's a miss.
That's 2.
That's one. Why you ready? Why?
Ah!
For you to also capture our topic. It's like the play was just going.
Whoa! Lower your hand. Lower it a bit. Lower. Whoa! You have 1 more left now. That's 4.
It's like letting that really.
Oh my god. So guys, the first round is done and dusted. And guess what? None of them. Not even Dr. Michael. So guys, we are going into the second round. See you. Ah. 2. 3. Ah. One more.
Who is laughing?
One more. I'm not laughing. One more.
So it's like I don't know how to shoot.
You need to.
I'm not really.
Oh yeah. But guys, the 13th disciple is leading. Will Dr. Michaels meet up? Oh. Oh.
You know what I'm doing, my oh my.
Whoa. Oops.
Ah!
That's two! Whoa! Four.
That's all. Don't shoot it. Good. Where I go?
Alright guys, the shooting game is over, and guess who? Guys, the shooting game is over, and guess who our winner is? Dr. Michaels, you're not the one you care for. Where is 13th this time? So he gets to go home with a gift. Thank you so much for joining us.
No!
Bye.
Would it be the case the federal government needs somebody to shoot the bandits? Call on me.
Call on me too.
I shoot bandits, but he will shoot, but he will miss.